Hello, dear traders, and welcome to Olymp Trade. My name is Angie. I'm a financial analyst, and in this video, we're going to speak about the Ichimoku Cloud. First, a little bit of history. The indicator was created by a Japanese journalist, Goichi Hosada. He started working on his conception in the 1930s, which is years before the first commercial computer was even invented. He finally released his masterpiece in his book in 1969. Mr. Hosada spent years perfecting the indicator. His aim was to create an all-in-one technical analysis tool that would help him to analyze more details in less time. And so the name goes, Ichimoku Kinko Hayo, a balanced chart at one glance. Now, let's look at the indicator. The indicator consists of 5 lines. The Tenkan-sen line will be displayed in yellow. It is the fastest line of the indicator and it is the first to react to price changes. It is also called the conversion line. Its main purpose is to determine the direction of the short-term trend. The Kijun-sen line is displayed in red, and it is also called the baseline. This line represents the average or medium point, and the Kijun-sen line shows us a mid-term trend. The next 2 lines are called Senko Span A and Senko Span B. They are also called the leading span A and leading span B because they are set 26 periods in the future. Together they form a cloud, which is in Japanese called a kumo. The cloud shows us areas of support and resistance. The Chikou line is teal and it is displayed behind the price movement. It represents the last closing price and it is set 26 periods in the past, which is why it is also called the lagging span and it helps to confirm signals. Now that we understand what these lines mean, let's see what the indicator shows us. If the price of an asset is above the cloud, this means that we have an uptrend and the cloud should be shaded in green. The top of the cloud will be our first level of support, followed by the bottom of the cloud during a deep correction. If the price of an asset is below the cloud, this means that we have a downtrend and the cloud should be shaded in red. The bottom of the cloud will be our first level of resistance, followed by the top of the cloud during a deep correction. The thing to remember is that the wider the cloud, the stronger the trend. Now, it is generally not recommended to trade when the price is inside the cloud because this may mean that we are in a flat. The market is not trending and the price is moving sideways. But during such times, we can use the top of the cloud as resistance and the bottom of the cloud as support. Now let's talk about some signals. The first signal that I want to tell you about is called the TK cross. TK stands for Tenkan-sen line and Kijun-sen line. Again, remember, Tenkan is yellow and Kijun is red. When the fast line yellow crosses the slow baseline red from bottom to top, we have a buy signal. This TK cross is also called the golden cross. If during the cross the price is above the cloud, this means that we have a strong buy signal. If during the cross the price is below the cloud, conservative traders may wait for the price to cross the Ichimoku Cloud, and this is also a buy signal. An additional signal is when during the cross, the Chikou line is crossing the price chart. The TK cross to the bottom is also called the death cross. When the faster line, yellow, crosses the slower line, red, from top to bottom, we have a sell signal. Same story, if the price is below the cloud, we have a strong sell signal. Otherwise, you may wait for the price to cross the cloud to the downside before entering short positions. As I was explaining the indicator to you, I actually already told you the basis of the striped cloud strategy. For this strategy, we only use the Ichimoku Cloud. This is a trend strategy, so you don't want to use a time frame lower than 1 hour, so you don't receive false signals. For this strategy, we only use the Tenkan-sen line, the Kijun-sen line, and the Chikou span, so you can change the thickness of the lines for a better view. On Forex, to open an up trade, we wait for a golden cross, where the yellow line crosses the red line from the bottom up. At the same time, the Chico span has to cross the price chart in the same direction. Open an up trade on the next candle. Close the trade when you have the opposite TK cross, like we have right here. You can set the stop loss at the nearest local minimum. To open a down trade, wait for a death cross, where the yellow line crosses the red line from top to bottom, and the Chico span crosses the price chart down at the same time. You can set the stop loss at the nearest local maximum and close the trade when you have the opposite TK cross. My friends, if you're using this strategy on FTT, fixed time trading, you look for the same exact signals. And you're best off using the 1 hour time frame with a 3 hour trade duration. Don't use a time frame lower than 1 hour for this strategy, but you can also try the 4 hour time frame. Dear traders, the Ichimoku Cloud is an amazing indicator. It may seem a little hard at first, but I urge you to practice, and with a little time, you will be amazed at its advantages. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure that you are subscribed, give this video a thumbs up, ring the bell so that you're always up to date, and I will see you next time.